So, welcome to day 8. Create one good habit for good challenge. We are halfway through week 2, which is amazing. You're doing great. All of you who are following and establishing great challenges, great habits actually in your life. Good morning, Shelly. Great to have you live. Let me know how it's going. Hi, Blair. Welcome, welcome. What are other positive changes you're noticing? I want you to get used to being aware of the kind of paying attention to the little challenge, to the little changes that are happening, positive changes, and celebrating them. Because it's important to celebrate. Sometimes we let ourselves only celebrate when we hit the big milestone, but the big milestone takes time, and then we get discouraged down the line and so on. But when we take time to find little wins and celebrate them, in such a more pleasurable journey, right? So as I'm talking, please think about the last week and a half. Think about what are the positive changes you've noticed, the little milestones that you've noticed in your life, or in the way you feel, in the way your day goes, just by adding that really nice, small, good habit. There, it's really loud where you are. Okay, no problem, no problem. Shelly, you're being more mindful, still doing well with my phone, but not so great on the reading. Okay, well, maybe the phone was meant to be for you, Shelly. It was the habit to just drop the phone. And maybe you want to stick with that till the end and then add the reading. We could do that. You don't need to do both at the same time. You can do one, you swapped one with the other. So thank you, Jana. Thank you. Okay, so today I want to talk about how habits act as a prevention for you, and I'll explain what I mean by that, but also prevention that adds value on top of it. Because when you think about prevention, and when I think about prevention, I go back to my corporate life and heating systems and so on, or even in a car, right? Prevention on those systems is when you lubricate, when you check, make sure everything is working, maybe change filters and things like that. And what it does, it prolongs the life of a machine, right? It prevents it from breaking unnecessarily, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily add value, monetary value to that, right? Like the car depreciates, the HVAC unit depreciates, and so on. But definitely we prolong it, we maximize our return on that investment, a car or the your furnace or your heating, your cooling system. Now, with habits, it's even better, because not only you prevent many things, and I will talk about it in a second, but you also add value to your life. You make it a higher quality. As I talked yesterday, you start operating at a higher level. You have room for more things. So for example, when I started meditating or started, stretching and kind of doing my, let's just say, mindset maintenance habits, I also stopped staying in my head as much, right? So I was preventing my brain to go too often down in the rut, right? You stop really sweating the small stuff, and you develop an ability. What adds value is that you develop an ability to deal with challenges with less panic, less mind drama, and more of a solutioning and resourcefulness base. And that's I've noticed for me. Like in the past, I used to stay in my head a lot. And, when I was not in a bad mood, like but in a rut, when I was down, it would take me days to get out of it. And I was like, I couldn't get out of my head. But what I've noticed is with the good habits, it happens less, humongously less for me. It's very rare now that I will get into my head and kind of feel bad about myself or whatever, about something I'm trying to achieve. But it also takes me so much faster to get out of it. Now it doesn't take me days, but maybe, an hour or a couple of hours, depending on what it is, or sometimes even 5 minutes. It's just whether you're journaling or reading or putting away your phone or breathing, exercising, that consistency acts like a prevention to your mind. It does, no matter what you do. And even if you're just walking or ditching bad habits or just adding more water, because you're developing a self-concept of somebody who's achieving things, right? Doing little things. You feel better about yourself. When you feel better about yourself, then there's less time to feel bad about yourself, right? And especially when you're adding good habits in terms of mind management, as I call them, so journaling and prayer or reflection, whatever that is, then it takes you much faster to get out of the rut. Like we do get into the rut. We're human. Our brain, negative brain, is still there, and it's necessary. Like that automated primitive brain is necessary for us to breathe and walk and so on. So it's not like it does only bad stuff for us. So it will never go away, but at the same time, we can manage it, right? We can put certain structure around it and we can have it work for us, not against us. And this is how you build resiliency. This is how you build resourcefulness. So, and that alone is priceless. So that alone, that skill, that added value of having a habit and sticking with it, that you build resiliency and resourcefulness, it's just priceless, because you're able from there, again, to up level and do create bigger and better things in your life. So that's the message for today. That's the little nugget from today. Tomorrow we have 2 days to go and we'll be halfway through. Time is flying. Keep going. Congratulate yourself. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of sticking with it and showing up here, whether live or in replay, doesn't matter. And doing positive things for yourself that will ultimately positively impact those around you. We always lead by example. And when you lead yourself in a positive way, others will notice and you will impact them positively as well. So have a fantastic day. See you tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Bye.